What's going on, boys? What's going on, boys? So we have some legends in the chat. What's up, Chronicle Studios? We have Gamil DePedo. We have a very friendly gentleman saying my name, and Osama bin Laden. Good to see you. It's going well. How are you, Sir T? Sacco says you have no idea who these two are, but you're here for it because of Sallow. Those two are Covenant members, longtime Covenant moderators who recently declared their love for each other. We'll get to that in 2 minutes. Cormier said #1 rated podcast on the planet. Thank you. But on which planet? Probably in maybe the #1 rated podcast on Mercury. It's the only one there. So Maddie is hard to rival. Indeed. Oh, I saw on Maddie, by the way. Obviously, the last Maddie stream got canceled. I rarely ever watch them live. I usually watch them after the fact. But I saw that our boy, Low Tier Kirby, was the top comment on that Maddie stream. I think Noel already pulled the video, but hold up. Let's see if it's still there. No, the only thing he has is, oh no, he does have it. It's canceled. Mad at the internet. Look at this. Look at our boy Low Tier Kirby. Shout out to Low Tier Kirby. It says Wisdom Tooth did a better job canceling Kiwi Farms and Keffels. Indeed. Old Noel canceled his stream because he had to get his teeth taken out. God bless him. I hope he's doing well. Those drugs messed me up something good because I don't do any drugs, so I'm very sensitive to their effects. So big ups, Sid Hustler. Good to see you, Good to see you, Max Steph Markovich. Yeah, I love you too, JDX. You picked up a chess club girl at your locals. You lucky bastard. You gotta teach me your ways. What's up, Maximus? What's up, new Superbad? Raya says you weren't trying to offend me last stream about your opinions about veterans, but I thought you were an advocate for freedom of speech. Yeah, but it's also my platform, and you know what, man? I don't give two shits if you insult me. I mean, there was literally the second comment on this chat is insulting me. Yeah, and it's just my desire to remove what I don't like from my chat. What I'm saying is, listen, man, when you insult veterans, I don't think of myself. I don't give two craps if you insult me. I don't think of any of that. I think of the men and women I served alongside honorably that are no longer here. And there's nothing that infuriates me more than when people besmirch the memory of good people that are no longer here to defend themselves. That pisses me the fuck off. So if you want to do that, rah-rah, God bless you. Do it on your own channel. No, I don't care if it wasn't an insult toward me. Again, it's not about me. It's about the honorable men and women. And for whatever reason, when people insult veterans, the first person I think of is a gentleman that I was good friends with. We were both second lieutenants. He had a drunk driving incident, actually. He got caught with a DUI. For those of you who don't know, if you get caught with a DUI in the military, that's a career ender. And basically, the military, rather than, send him on his way, give him an honorable discharge, basically said, okay, you're going to serve out the rest of your commitment, and you're going to sit in the supply closet right here. And surprisingly, after about half a year of enduring that, he was from a very Muslim family, so very much like an honor-driven family. He wound up ending his life. So when all you guys in the comment section or whatever, jump in the chat saying something like all veterans are child rapists, child murderers, all this shit, that's who I think of that's who you're insulting to me. And that's why I timed you out, and that's why I will continue to time you out. What's up, Sackle? What's up, JDX? Well, enough of that. I'm in a good mood, Rara. I'm in a good mood, and there's nothing you can do to change that right now. Yesterday, I actually finished a video, and you guys know I'm a lazy piece of crap. I don't care if you insult the government, God bless. But I finished the video yesterday, and right now it's unlisted, and I linked it for members. Did I forget to snip it? Here we go. So if you're a member, you can view it now. The only reason I'm holding it is because the video is actually dedicated to Apollo Legend, and it just so happens that February 27th is his birthday. So I was like, why don't I save this and make it be a premiere on his birthday, so that the date of the video is his birthday as a tribute to him. This isn't me shilling membership, by the way. Don't become a member just to watch it. It's about an hour long. I don't know if it's just because the people who watched it like me already, but a lot of you guys liked it, and I appreciate that a lot. Because it's not, you know, what this channel is normally about, but it's a video essay style. One of the dudes who hated me after the fake articles that Dale wrote, and I did a video deconstructing them, called me a video essayist. And I was always like, video essayist, huh? That's not too bad. Maybe I should do a video essay. Maybe that's something that I'd actually be good at. So you said you didn't realize I was an officer. You were supposed to go into Air Force actually, but lost your medical last second. You're Canadian, right? A bit of a different. JDX, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why. I thought you just had a chess club girlfriend. 40-year-old Pokemon collector. Said I'm not reading what you said. Again, I already explained my position, and that's not what you said in the actual stream, buddy. That's not what you said in the actual stream. But enough. I'm not arguing with you about this. I already told you my position, and I already told you what to do if you need to make those comments. God bless you. In addition, I added a little section at the bottom of my channel. Because, you know, I can't promise you guys anything. What's up, Ibuki? Good to see you. Oh, channels you should subscribe to instead of me. Because I can't promise you guys regular content. I'm lazy, and I give no fucks about this. Yeah, Maximus, of course. Wasn't something I was intending to talk about, but I'd be happy to. Just wondering how you'd be able to give me fan art. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Sleepless Pancake. That's incredibly flattering. 2, you can email me. My email is on my About page. I try not to like type it in descriptions because it gets spammed if you do. Or you can Twitter DM me, or you can join the Discord. Those would be the 3 best ways. Yeah, so that's not something I was intending to talk about, Maximus, but we could talk about that a little bit, but not right now. I just wanted to highlight that I added people you should sub to instead of me. I didn't even ask any of these guys. I just threw them on here. If you're a creator and you want to be on there, just let me know. And if you want to be removed from there, let me know too. I more than understand that. Got the Wicked Wiz with 3... I'm so happy for that guy. We've been friends since like he was below 1K subs. He deserves every bit of success he gets. God bless that man. So it doesn't excuse you from getting the best loot though. God bless you, man. Now let's get into a love story. A beautiful, beautiful love story that I just saw yesterday, and it really, really touched my heart. I'm not even trolling. This touched my heart. And let's demonetize the stream by playing some music. Hold up.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Part of the way that I stand, there's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words that can speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Sing along if you know the lyrics. So, for those of you that don't know, both of these two are longtime Covenant moderators. That's AsiaFlames on the left and Hindian on the right. You don't know Frank Sinatra? I agree, this is top 5 stream. Yes, the root stands censored. So Hindian is a gentleman on the right, and I'm actually sincerely happy for these guys. Brittany Gates, good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. So I thought this was actually beautiful when I saw it. They just declared their love for each other via Discord descriptions just yesterday, and if that is the most romantic thing in the world I have ever seen in my life, like, I think when they get married, they should do the same. Like, they should announce engagement invites via their About Me's. And I actually sincerely wish both of these two the best. I actually think this is really beautiful. This is actually really beautiful to me. I'm not trolling. This is actually really beautiful to me. It kind of warms my heart. It's the primary reason I decided to stream today when I saw this yesterday, because I wasn't going to stream today. And I'd like to say something to both you young lovebirds, you. I sincerely wish you all the best. Hindian, if you ever do anything to hurt her, I will kick your ass. You know, I know she doesn't have much family in her life, but you know, I'll check you if need be, since she doesn't have that big brother to check you. And more than that, I want an invite to the wedding. I'm dead serious. I want an invite to the wedding. I will actually show up. I will actually be respectful, and I will get you a damn good gift. And I'm a decent cook too, so I'll bring you some good food. I think what you guys should do actually is, like, you know how they normally have the bride's side and the groom's side of the weddings? Well, I think what you guys should do instead is, like, you should have the covenant on one side and, like, all the trolls on the other side. Even though it's not a troll covenant marriage. But I think that would be really poetic, really beautiful, and I'd love to be there. And if you need a best man, Hindian, please do let me know. Yes, that's AsiaFlames on the left. Yeah, I don't think Dale would show up to the wedding because he'd be too jealous. That being said, for those of you who don't know who Hindian and Miss Flames are, Hindian is perhaps one of the most hated people in the covenant. Imo already turned it into an emote, which is hilarious. Hindian, the guy on the right, he's the one who got rocks removed from Twitch. He mass reported rocks until rocks got taken down. And he also flags the hell out of Imo all the time. You know, he's like obsessed with Imo for whatever reason. Like, if Ray Lazarus is obsessed with the idea of kicking my ass, then Hindian is obsessed with the idea of kicking Imo's ass. You know, that's the level it's at. You said Imo says you want to be the best man for Hindian. You should. I'll be the bridesmaid for Miss Flames. And Hindian actually has his own YouTube channel. God bless him. I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. I believe it's Hindian YT or something. Yeah, there we go. Hindian has a great YouTube channel. He's finally popping off. He got 400 subs, and I saw something that really made me laugh was he made a community post when he first got it. He wrote, "I was given the community tab, which makes me feel like a real YouTuber with a platform and a voice. Indeed, God bless you. This is an exciting moment, and I can't believe it happened. Not sure who to thank besides my fan base, but here's a tiny bowl to help me better curate content going forward. I appreciate everyone who has been here for the grind and look forward to what comes next." So that was 3 months ago, and everyone in his fan base voted on it because it has 0 votes. Forgive me. Forgive me, I had to take that pot shot, Hindian. I'm not trying to ruin your lovely moment. But I thought that was really funny. You know, the dude's making a whole community post like, thank you guys for this big moment in which I'm popping off with my own fan base. And there's a poll, and none of his posts have any like. In fact, I'll be the first like right here for every single post you make. And I'll even give you a sub, buddy. I'll give you a sub because you need some love. There you go, pal. Isn't Hindian the cosane guy? No, Hindian isn't cosane. Oh, cousin guy. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't know about that. Yeah, so Hindian does have Pokemon bed sheets on his bed, which is really cute. I like that. I'm not going to lie. No, AsiaFlames is really a female, so we'll talk about Asia too. Asia is a lot more benign than Hindian. People hate Hindian because he's obviously a piece of crap who flags everyone and abuses the copyright system. But people only hate AsiaFlames. I don't. Because from what we know or what we speculate, like she's probably a single mother. Some of you guys have said that she's married for the longest time, but I never saw a ring. She has her own YouTube page for a sub. And the only reason people really hate her is because she's a pay pig for Dale. She's an actual pay pig. Like, she'll give him $150 a stream if she's there. She's like a typical DSP fan, only for Dale. And she makes some music videos. I don't know if any of them are good. Here, we'll watch the Pikachu one. It's really bad, but I'm going to make you guys suffer. Leaving a friendly comment now. Thank you, Crimson. Pokemon's a huge turn on for most of us. Oh, God bless you. No, that's it right here. Really? Really good. Won't forget my part is a room. Ways to shock my heart, you like Pikachu. Raise that word, go. Thanks for being a member for a month, come on. No, it's great. Are you kidding? Oh, come on. You guys are muting the stream? Really? Really? I thought it was fantastic. All right, we listened to the first fourth of it. I thought it was really good. And I hope she keeps making more. I hope she keeps... All right, fine. I'll stop. Jesus. Jeez. All right, fine. We'll stop. But that's who AsiaFlames is. I just wanted to show you. You know, now you know who AsiaFlames is. And you've already seen Hindian. Hindian only has one video in which it's actually his video. It's just live stream.
Only.
And you know how you guys complain about my camera all the time? Well, his camera is even worse. Look at that beautiful webcam.
Leaps and bounds. He's got the N-word gym bit, which kind of, you know, he likes playing the line. He's very close to the chest. He's never been afraid to speak his mind and say whatever he's going to say.
And I think between the two of them, if you add up both of their credit scores, they probably have good credit. Like, they probably have a credit score of 700 if you add them both up. So I think it's a perfect marriage. And I sincerely do wish them both all the love in the world. I think it's the perfect Valentine's Day little shindig they got going on. And you said Imo loves this song? That's awesome. At zero, does he have a mullet? I think so, yeah. I'm going to grow out a skullet. Are you going to make us sneed some more? What the hell is that? I mean, I know the sneed, but what do you mean by that? Nice 2008 camera. Yeah, dude, I love it when people have like bad quality equipment. Actually, it takes me back to like those 2005 Xbox Live days where the microphone was crap and people were just yelling the N-word and yelling all these other slurs that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube at each other on Xbox Live. I miss those days. Add them up and cube it, and then maybe you'll get 700. Maybe. Does he have a bed frame? It looks like he has
shady.
You can't really see.
Its meaning, and then
it looks like he lives in luxury. So God bless him. Not much. What's up with you, Jid? So I just wanted to honor both of these guys. You said you fucked my mom. Well, I feel bad for you, man. I'm sorry to hear that. The DSP vibe, so it seems. So that's my sincere thoughts on that. Nothing but all the love and nothing but all the best to Covenant members Hindian and AsiaFlames who have declared their love for each other. We have weirdos in our group too, like Low Tier Spank. Yeah, so everyone's a weirdo, including you, including me. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, I wanted to I like some. I actually have a recommendation for them. So if they combine that credit score and get that 700 thing, I saw something. That I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but I've been in too much of a bad mood. Did you guys see this? You got Costco here in America. You got Costco looking at putting apartments on their fucking warehouse stores. Isn't that wild? Isn't that just absolutely wild? Who would... Man, of course it's going to be in California, first of all. In good old Los Angeles. I think they should do it in San Francisco, right next to, like, the highest poop map concentration. But could you imagine who the hell wants to live on top of a Costco? Like, the parking in a Costco is already absolutely terrible as it is. Could you imagine having to live there? On top of a Costco with all these... Oh, man. But who knows? Maybe they'll make it super luxurious. Like, maybe there will be a pool on top over here. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I think when AsiaFlames and Hindian have their honeymoon, they should do it to a Costco apartment. And if they like it enough, they could move in because, like, you know, Hindian's pad didn't look very good. Like, I'm not trying to hate, but it looked kind of ghetto. And I think a Costco apartment would be a step up. Said Dale's in love with Blueface, so he will die alone. Well, God bless him. I hope he. I hope he's able to find. Craig said Costco life pods. Is Dale still calling my job? So they've blacklisted his calls. Brittany Gates says it's not that wild. You wondered when the Levitowns would come out. I don't know, Brittany. I would hate. That parking would be an absolute nightmare. It would definitely have to have like a vertical parking garage. Woof. Be like any store in New York, typical Covenant living place, indeed. But I think they should do it, and I think they should have a honeymoon here. And if they like it enough, they should just get married and. Said blocked, lol. No, you're not blocked, dumbass. YouTube has a hard filter that I can't control. What's up, Israel CS? Job, indeed. What did you miss? You missed, you need to rewind the stream because you missed a very heartfelt tribute to Hindian and AsiaFlames getting hitched. You said those homes would suck, you wouldn't want to live in one. Me neither. You think they'll let you own cars in the future? No. Sure, they have a case of harassment against Dale at this rate? I mean, I might pursue that, but what am I going to do? Sue him for all he's worth, which is a grand total of 0? When's my date with Miss Janky? Oh my goodness. I think her mom is the one that wants to date me more than Miss Janky. Do they deliver the Costco food? Nah. Cargo apartments and shit all over again. Oh, you got blocked by LTG. No worries. My bad. What's up, Anonymous C? Am I excited for Jim Sterling's 800K? I thought he had already hit a mill. Did I talk about Dale trying to sue YouTube? Well, that was... He has no case. Likewise, bullet in my head. I hope you're doing well as well. So, no, Dale has absolutely no case to sue YouTube because it's the partner's terms of agreements. I mean, they're draconian terms of agreements, but it's just like, for example, being a contracted fighter for a UFC, right? Like, they can terminate it like that. You have no power. You have no say. You get screwed. And it sucks, and that's why I tell all you guys, all you aspiring content creators watching, please don't make this your primary source of income. In fact, let me show you something that I saw. It's like why I hate content creators. I saw this tweet that really pissed the hell out of me. It says, a Polish streamer was banned on Twitch after allegedly appearing to run over a dog while distracted by her phone. And if that doesn't epitomize why everyone who is a primary content creator or would describe themselves as a streamer or a content creator, all this type of nonsense, if that doesn't epitomize why all of those people are absolutely worthless, what does? Like, there's something about this content creation bullcrap that just makes people so narcissistic about themselves. So if I were dictator of the world, I would make it a law that you can't have your primary source of income be from content creation or doing stupid shit on the internet, including OnlyFans. I would say, like, even if you're as rich as Jake Paul or KSI or all these weirdos, you have to have a job. You have to have at least a part-time job. Just to keep them humble. just to keep them humble. Like, you need to stock some shelves at the grocery store. You need to do something that actually contributes to society where you don't think you're the hottest shit in the world. Because who the fuck is on their phone like that? Driving. Disgusting person. But at least Kick has a new future star on their hands, right? She's a white woman who is not overweight, so she'll certainly just blow up on Kick. Or, excuse me, that's Trovo. That's Trovo, excuse me. Sorry about that. I apologize. So they're all hedonists indeed. Yeah, allegedly appearing to... Yeah, I love how they always have to use the word allegedly. You said the same thing, indeed. How's the chess video coming along? Jib, we talked about that earlier. The chess video is done. It's open to members right now, premiering on the 27th. Be your own boss mentality is a scam. Yeah, you're not your own boss if YouTube is your primary source of content creation because you get chopped up like that. Everyone lives for self-pleasure now, indeed. The horrid history of furry Oh, God, that sounds like a nightmare, D's. I'm sorry. So she shouldn't have been on her phone, indeed. The dog in the Alinity video. Oh, God, I don't want to know what you're talking about. That sounds like some dog bestiality nonsense. I'm not interested. That shit just disgusts the hell out of me. So, thank you whoever got me on that tangent. Because I would have forgotten to talk about that either way. We'll make fun of Dale real quick. Dale actually streamed yesterday. I don't have any clips. Excuse me, I don't watch his crap. The only reason I tuned in is because I just happened to be finishing up the video when he went live. And I have to say this. It was gay. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't mean that as an insult, but it was very, very gay. He just talked about, like, you know, women needing to become men needing to become women, and, like, men getting pregnant through their asshole and all this type of stuff. It was just, in a word, it was a very homosexual, homoerotic stream. Like, God bless if that's your cup of tea. But it's like, it was really out there. It was really out there. Chroma restreamed it, thankfully, so you can watch it on Chroma's channel. But it was like, I heard that a celebrity stopped by, some guy named Lil Nas X or something. He actually went to Trovo for the first time in the world to stop by that stream and say hello, but, like, the stream was too gay for him, and he started blushing, and he had to get up out of there. And I heard that guy is apparently homosexual himself. What was he talking about? I just told you. He was literally talking about, like, men getting pregnant through their asshole and all this type of shit. And I'm like... And he was on it for 3 hours straight. He was just... He seemed horny, too. He said, you gotta go to work some overtime. Oh, sorry to hear. I hope you enjoy, buddy. Hope you have a good day. Finally built up the courage to come out the closet. Why Chroma ceasefire? When you search that up, Chroma should be the first result. Yeah, it's some other dude who's siphoning Chroma's name. Oh. But Chroma streamed the entire thing. Imo wasn't there. But you see what I'm talking about? Like, he was just on this. And as you can see, we're already half an hour in, and he's just like, he goes on for hours about, like, all this. I mean, maybe my understanding of the situation wasn't the best because I only tuned in for like a minute and I had to get out of there. Yeah, Lil Nas X stopped by, but it was too gay for him, so he had to get out of there. Talked about women being better than men. He was talking like he was jealous that he was born a man. Indeed. I mean, if you could choose in the Western world, you would definitely choose to be a woman, but in the Eastern world, I think you'd choose to be a man. Said he's not wrong. Craig, is that what you want? Is that the type of life you're looking for, big boy? Looking for an Amazonist? God bless, man. But God bless him. I hope he had a good time streaming. So Max contributed this to the stream before we saw this. I just saw this right before the stream, thanks to Maximus, longtime member. And this is also actually, we'll make fun of Dell a little bit about this too. Facebook and Instagram are testing selling you blue checks for $12 a month, calling it Meta Verified. Meta's testing paid verification for Instagram and Facebook for $12 a month and $15 a month on mobile. Why is it different from mobile to desktop? In an update on Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg announced that a verified account will grant users a verified badge, increase visibility, prioritize customer support, and more. So the same thing you get in a blue check mark. One of the funny things is that when Elon Musk rolled out the $8 a month check mark, he got roasted up and down the aisle for this, right? Well, just 2 months later, you already have his most major social media competitor, Instagram, copying it. I guess he's not the complete dumbass for that everyone said he was, huh? But the funny thing about this is obviously now Instagram checkmarks are going to be worthless the same way Twitter checkmarks are. Which they always were worthless, by the way. Anyone who's flexing a checkmark, like I was just saying about the content creators, they need to take a long walk off a short pier. He said, yo, Sallow, why have you been in a bad mood? What were you referring to earlier? I had stuff going on IRL. It wasn't related to this internet bullshit. It was related to actual real life. Brittany says the pay difference is due to the App Store / Play Store cut. Oh, interesting. See, but what didn't make sense to me was that you only have one account, right? You only have one account, and people like me, I use my Twitter account both on desktop and on the Twitter app on my phone. So, would I have to uninstall the app to only pay the $12 a month instead of the $15 a month? If you pay on desktop, Meta doesn't have to pay the cut, so they offer a discount. Oh, so it's about which one you pay through. I see. I wasn't aware of that. So it behooves you to pay through desktop. Did Dale pay to get 10 articles written about his blue check? So, oh yeah, of course he's going to buy it. Well, he actually already has a legitimate Instagram check mark. He got that after he grifted off Takeoff's death and got that 2 million short. And he's been bragging about that up and down lately. Let me show you guys this. Hold on, I accidentally pulled up New Age Black. Going crazy. Here we go. So other people screen cap this, and I just saved what they post. This first one was about a week ago, where some dude came at him in his ads. Don't Save Him One came at him in his ads. Said, "You bought a blue check mark just to feel important. Go heal." Fact check true. And Mr. Wilson responded, "I'm verified on IG. Something you will never achieve, lame." Don't Save Him wrote, "Congrats on getting Aminos." That is lame ass. With the raffle emoji. And the funny thing about this is that, thank you, Brittany. I really appreciate that explanation. And the funny thing about this is that once he got his soul taken by Mr. Don't Save Him, he deleted this tweet. Like, he realized how stupid this was. And I thought like he'd realize how silly it is to brag about a check mark, for the reasons I was talking about earlier. But no, he's doubling down on it. Because just yesterday, I believe, some dude ranted about Elon Musk saying he'll never get Twitter blue. Dale was like, just pay the $11. By the way, this gentleman should be saving his money, is all I'm going to say about that. Bro called someone else corny because he paid $11 to have a check mark. I'm verified on IG where it matters. And then someone says, being verified only matters to those whose self-worth comes from other people's opinions on them. Fact check, true to all hell. True to all fucking hell. Everyone should internalize that. He's 100% right. If you let your self-worth be determined by the perception of other people, you're an emotionally weak man. He said, not being verified means you're an NPC in simulation, and that's an emotionally weak man. To quote Mr. Thomas. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Truly. Truly. I think an NPC is someone who thinks that a meaningless badge next to your name means that you mean something. Because remember, true meaning comes from within. How much did he pay for those fake articles about himself? An average of $950 an article. The only one who responded to me told me it was $950 in that article. Said, is Geeby still fat and autistic? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But I think he lost weight. God bless him. God bless him. I hope he continues to lose weight. I take credit for that, by the way. When he came at me, I called him overweight, and then he started losing weight. So I take credit for changing his life. Started selling these things in your store called shrooms, psychedelic gummies. No. What do you... I don't know why you're posting that stupidity here. God bless you. But no. Yeah, exactly, Dave. You said it precisely right. You don't understand how narcissistic people don't understand their over-exaggerated sense of self-worth is what makes them feel miserable. Indeed. That's exactly right. Remember, pride is the source of all shame. When you're humble, you have no shame. Because you have no pride. So thank you, Max, for showing me that. And the other thing I wanted to make fun of Mr. Wilson again about was the kick. So for those of you that don't know, some guy named Aiden Ross joined Kick. And unlike my normal sarcasm, I actually don't know who the hell that is. But apparently he joined Kick and he immediately had like 100,000 viewers. And of course, Kick is just, you know, as much as I like Kick, for anyone, I like anything that, you know, rips off Twitch and just outright steals their shit and tries to compete with them. So Gibi is still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. I haven't watched him in a while. People are ironically saying words like NPC is the most basic thing people can do, indeed. Oh, I'm sorry, did you contribute or something? Step my grind up? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. No, I actually don't know who Aiden Ross is. I actually don't. You said he's a Tate dick sucker. Okay, thank you for explaining that. But he's popular is the point that matters. And the moment that that guy joined Kick, our boy Mr. Wilson was like, yeah, I'm going all in on Kick. But now, like, the site is bogged down because they're not built to withstand the massive amount of traffic that Mr. Ross brought to Kick. So Mr. Wilson joined the Kick Discord and started asking for help. Like, you know, I'm getting a 404 error, all this type of shit. You know, as well he should. And he got summarily dogpiled by people trying to help him. It was really funny stuff. I'll show you some caps, or at least just one cap. I got at least 2 caps. So the moment he asked for help, this gentleman named Certified God, who apparently got banned from it, immediately posts a tweet of him comparing himself to the cyborg actor. God bless him. Do I work out at the gym? No, I work out at home. Some handsome guy responds like, who the hell is that sloppy looking dude? Why are you posting that in the chat? And the guy goes, some GNC janitor bum living in a Section 8 at Cali. Oh, well, thank you for informing me. I wouldn't have known. What's up, Trevor? You said you think he's shadow banned on Kick? Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't cap that, unfortunately. I wish I capped that, but a Kick member said that he's on their watch list. Not a Kick member, a Kick administrator said that he's on their watch list, which is really interesting. But, yeah, he gets dogpiled on it. He goes, the fact that people follow me to a Kick support Discord is wild. I blocked every last stalker. These weirdos follow me everywhere I go. And I just wanted to point out, that I was here first. I joined on January 1st, and you guys know I've been talking about Kick for a while. I've been recommending that he go to Kick long before this Mr. Ross gentleman joined. He joined Kick because of my advice, actually. So he owes me for that. And in addition to that, I actually looked at restreaming to Kick about a month ago. Like, just because restream.io gives you 1 free restream. But what I didn't know about restream.io, so it gives you 1 free restream, right? Like, if you want 5 channels, you have to pay $20 a month. And what I saw is that if you're using the free version, it puts a Ukraine restream logo at the top right, which would have been perfect. Crow, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. I really appreciate that. Truly. Thank you. Which would have been perfect. Like, the only way it would have been better for this stream is, like, if it were the transgender flag colors. I would have loved that, unironically. Like, I would have just loved that. But you try to enable a custom destination, for whatever reason, they decide to hide the custom destination behind the paywall. And I don't understand that. Because it's all the same crap. It's all just RTMPs and a stream key, right? It's an RTMP URL and a stream key. There's no reason that it's more difficult to stream to Kick than it is to stream to any other destination, for example. So that's why I didn't wind up restreaming to Kick. But that's why I joined the Kick Discord, like, you know, months ago. Because, like I've been telling you guys, it reminds me of Mixer. And although I could certainly afford the $20 a month, I'm cheap and it's not worth it. Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, the only other thing I wanted to highlight from Mr. Wilson's venture into the Kick Discord was New Age Black. He started, excuse me, he started posting Black Hebrew Israelite stuff at him. He goes, the real image of Jesus Christ according to the Bible. And he starts chanting at him. He starts chanting at him. He starts chanting at him. And he posts an interesting video. So for those of you that don't know, this is the first time I saw these guys. It was from a massive YouTube compilation called like the most racist, hateful group you will ever see on earth. Fact check true. Like these guys just, in this one they're wearing normal clothing, but most of the time they're standing on the corner of a street, like wearing fucking shower curtains, just screaming at every white person, "You're going to hell, Edomite, go fuck yourself." And I actually saw this like a decade ago. I was in college at the time. But it's really funny that New Age Black has become like infatuated with this shit and just keeps posting it. Yeah, I think the original video was taken down on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, but yeah, they're real pieces of shit. God bless them. God bless them. And it's funny, like with the Black Hebrew Israelites, one of the things about them is like there's all these weirdo different sects. No offense to anyone who it's your religion. I actually have a friend who's a Black Hebrew Israelite, and I never thought I'd be able to say that. But like I think the biggest one is Grand Millstone or some shit. But like this guy, whatever sect they're a part of, approves of Hispanics being a part of the Black Hebrew Israelites, which, as far as I know, most mainstream sects do not. But like they're saying like it's part of the tribes of Israel. Like, it's a really bad reading of the Bible. A really bad reading of the Bible. Yes, they're casting a Hebrew spell. Yes, and that's what New Age Black. This is what New Age Black was doing to Mr. Wilson. Brittany Gates says, go to downtown Atlanta and you'll see them shouting and preaching. Man, that's sad. I used to see them in New York City all the time. I saw them when I was a kid in New York City. Like, I remember because I went to a super Asian high school. Although I lived in a black neighborhood, I went to a super Asian high school. I remember whenever like, and they were mostly ABC, American Born Chinese. And like, I remember my first day of high school, walking from the train station to the school. And they were standing on the corner saying, "Konnichiwa, ni hao ma," at every single Asian person that passed by. Like, just being real pieces of shit. And that's actually the more benign stuff of what they do. They'll straight up tell you to kill yourself for being white or for being Asian, whatever. I said, how Hispanic are we talking here? I don't know. You interested in joining? They're also going to say Egyptians were black. I find it funny that racism is still a thing in the modern age. And it's getting worse, Deez. It's getting worse, which is sad. It's getting worse. New Age was placing the Hebrew curse on that. Yes, that's exactly right. But I thought that was super funny. So, Dale can't stream the kick right now. He's probably on, Yeah, Craig, I know you think that. He's probably shadow banned. He probably actually is shadow banned. I doubt I'll be able to find the cat, but... Yeah, someone said he's... Someone who was an admin said... Oh, I found it. Thank you to, I think Dark posted this. Who posted this? Divine posted this. Thank you. So that badge means that, like, you're a kick admin. Low tier God is on our watch list, just checked. And you know what? I wasn't actually going to talk about it. Brittany said you also have a family member who believes in this stuff. Oh, God, I'm sorry for you, man. They're in a cult. Vault 14 says you used to see him in Spanish Harlem all the time. Oh. You're in Spanish Harlem? I always thought, my man Vault, good to see you, by the way, buddy. I always thought that you were in the UK. Well, anyway, I just wanted to post a screen cap since Divine shared it. Lord Tier God is on our watch list, just checked. And that's indeed a kick staff. And I want to share something funny with you guys. I don't really have any caps of it. Maybe I could share it. Maybe I have something I sent to Imo in DMs or something. Oh man, I don't think I have any good caps of it. Because I really should have capped more of what I was doing, but let me put it this way. Well, here's one. Here's one, actually. Remember, for any of you guys that were watching Dale's kick streams, do you remember when Dale was complaining about, like, the bot was randomly banning people or randomly timing people out and all this type of stuff? Like, do you guys remember, like, all these people complaining about, like, mods being way too heavy-handed and, like, banning everyone and, like, or the bot was banning everyone or the bot got banned itself? I hate to do that type of one thing, but if any of you remember that, please type 1 in the chat. Because I'm just curious if any of you are familiar with the context. You went to uni in New York City. Oh, shit. Damn, dude. We could have met up. Yeah, we all missed the vault. For sure. Okay, Thugnificent says 1. Crimson says 1. Okay, Chroma says 1. Thank you, because you've been restreaming it. C says 1. Here's the story. That wasn't the bot banning people. That wasn't the bot timing people out. That wasn't the bot deleting messages. That was me. I tricked Dale into giving me modship in his kick, and for like 2 weeks straight, I was just silently banning people in his shit. I was just silently banning people in his shit. And I kept turning... Thank you for the super chat, Chronicle Studios. You said, big ups from your stream. Thanks, buddy. I was just silently banning people from his chat. I'm not particularly proud of it, but that was 100% me. Pretty much every single thing that people were complaining about, like every single ban, every single timeout, that was me. Imo, if you guys watch Imo's restreams, you saw he kept getting unbanned. That was also me. That was also me. Unfortunately, I got a little careless and he finally figured it out. Like during the... I thought he abandoned Kick, so I unbanned pretty much like every troll account during the downtime from Kick to Trovo when he was going back to Trovo. And sometime in that he removed the mod ship, so he got me. But I fucking had an amazing time. Yeah, no, that was 100% me. Oh, Imo, too kind. Too kind.
Damn, I almost forgot my Sallow tax. Here you go, bro.
Thank you, Imo. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you. I'm glad my girl Brittany approves because I try to be on my best behavior around. Yeah, it was 100% me. It was 100% me. Well, he didn't ban me yet because you can't ban people from the Kick unless they're in the chat actively. So he just silently unmodded me from the stream. But there was also a time where Dale went live for 2 hours trying to figure out why his live bot wasn't working. You know, like Nightbot. And he didn't figure out that I banned it. I banned the bot. In addition to that, man, I don't know. I remember Imo laughing his ass off at it. I don't know if Chroma would have the clip, but if you guys remember when Kickstaff joined his chat, and the Kickstaff immediately got banned from his chat. That was also me. That was also me. I wasn't saying anything in the chat. I was just silently banning people. You know, deleting people who posted emotes, like having a pattern to it to make it look like it was the bot just banning anyone who wasn't the mod that posted an emote. And yeah, I drove him wild and he had no idea. Disaster. You said thanks for unbanning trolls and making his streams more entertaining. You're welcome, my friend. Yeah, the best thing was turning slow mode off all the time. Pretty much any time you saw like people spamming the chat, it was because I had just turned slow mode off. Take care, D's. Good to see you, buddy. And thank you again so much, Imo, for that super chat. Appreciate you guys immensely. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I was just being a child. What can I say? What can I say? It was fun as shit. It was fun as shit. Watching them trying to figure it out. It was too fucking fun. Too fucking fun. Good to see you, Ghost. I caused one of the biggest disaster streams. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, they were bitching up a massive storm. That's why his chat is always... Oh, yeah, because, of course, I also banned plenty of Legend Covenant supporters. Pretty much, if you watch his streams before I got banned, pretty much every single thing they were complaining about was me. So, I wasn't intending to share that, but since we were talking about Kickstaff and all that, it reminded me, oh, yeah, I banned the Kickstaff from his chat. Maximus. Says, Sallow infiltrating like Agent 47. Swag, baby. Roo. Thank you, Maximus. I appreciate that immensely, man. I always appreciate it when you call me Mr. 47. Make me want to play some Hitman. What else is there to talk about? Ghost. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'll let the TTS play.
Happy Valentine's to everyone's favorite content creator, non-content creator. Heart.
Very well said, Ghost. Love you, buddy. Truly. That had to rub them the wrong way, indeed. Gene Starwood, thank you. Well, that's how I feel about it, too. That's how I feel about it. It's justified. So in the other matter of Dale stuff, I saw an amazing video by a guy who just made his account. I'm sure plenty of you saw this by now. This dude named the Heroic Avenger 83 made a video, said low tier god trolls expose Symphony, SOS expose, it's your man will help. And the gist of this video is that he's saying that you guys know that Superhound pedo who's taking down all the low tier god videos. I shouldn't have even said his name because he doesn't deserve his name to be said. But you guys remember this handsome gentleman? You guys remember this handsome gentleman? You know, the one who's taking down all the Dale videos under sunross.co.in. He also does the same to DSP and Wings. Very handsome guy. Some guy decided that, no, it's not Superhound. It's Trevor and Slayer. And they're doing it so that the only way you can watch Dale stuff is if you go to their Discord. Let's watch this together. It's going to play Sonic music, but it's fine because we already demonetized the stream. The people doing the claims of LTG videos are Trevor and Slayer. Because they plan on using the Discord, they don't plan on using the Discord without low tier god. They will claim all low tier god videos, and you have to join their server for videos now. They say they're innocent. Now they will try to make you watch their no low tier god videos. Ah! Big brain. Please believe me because they banned me when I find out. He's a martyr. And then it just plays his world for another minute straight. Yeah, his world, of course. You want me to turn it up for you? Well, no. Jid. I'll let it play, No, we're gonna let it play. Wolf Jaeger, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, hi tier ops bro, love it, have a great day. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that immensely. Hope you have a great day too. So here's the thing. You guys, this is clearly someone pretending to be retarded. That's my opinion. The account was made the day he made this video. That video is too deliberately bad, right? Like, he didn't play the full his world, but he let it play for another minute after his video. The text is cut off. Like, it's clearly stylistic suck, is what TV Tropes likes to call it. It's deliberately bad. It's deliberately trolling. I know friends of the channel like Chozo took it seriously, but please don't take this silly stuff seriously. This is silly stuff. And I love it. And I gave him a nice comment. God bless him. Because it was a very convincing argument, if nothing else. But for those of you who somehow don't know, obviously that's someone just having a good time being a weirdo. Not me, actually. Not me this time. So need someone else to appreciate Sonic and the Black Knight with you, indeed. Or you can imagine this 12-year-old boy sitting to the cool Sonic music he heard in the game he never played to an essay he copied and pasted from Microsoft. Well said, buddy. Well said. Dream of an absolution? Never heard of it. What else is there to talk about? Oh, Nightmaredamirxd. We have to talk about Nightmaredamirxd. Nightmaredamirxd has been... you guys might recognize that name because he's in my fan art slideshow that always plays. He made an incredible channel dedicated to me. A really good channel. Says, you know, after Dale went on his racist rant about me, he made an amazing graphic. I actually asked him to send me a higher res version, but I don't think he's going to because he's not exactly a fan of me. But he made ball-headed biscuit, and it's got what's presumably me just really in the Wojak form, just really angry as I eat a biscuit, and I'm crying too. You can see tears. I love the fact that the biscuit's there. The biscuit is so good. Do I play Rust? No, I don't play anything. And it also looks like there's a Santa hat on. But what you can't make out the text. But it says, it's got me with the t-shirt on that says, at first I thought it said LTG #1 fag, but I think it's LTG #1 fan. Yeah, he's a minor, I believe. And it says it says my name, and it has the classic picture of Dale on it. And like I told him, dude, I need the higher res version of this shit because I need to put this in my slideshow. I'll credit you. But I don't know if he's gonna do it. But Demir, if you see it, please do. Your main isn't banned too. I don't know why you're socking on my channel. I ban most people who sock because I hate sock puppetry. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I find you funny, so that's why I don't ban you. But if you guys notice, he also takes a shot at Immo. Very creative name. Oh, it's a Peepo helmet. Oh, you clever boy. Thank you. It's a Peepo helmet. That makes sense. That's even more clever. This guy's a genius on some level. I'm telling you. And he made his I'ma get a job 342. Not Immo get a job 342, but it's obviously a direct shot at Immo. But it's like, I'm gonna go get a job 342. Like a little bit of subtlety. I didn't know he had that subtlety in him. I'm very impressed with this gentleman. I'm very impressed. Yeah, I know he had another one, Immo. Another one that really made me laugh. I don't think I have that one ready, unfortunately. I don't think I do. No, I don't, unfortunately, but so Dale offered the back. He didn't say me specifically, and besides, the stars already aligned for that. I was already in California once when he said he wanted to kick my ass like 2 days earlier, and he no-showed, so what's the point of even entertaining that? Could only have been improved by adding shrimpy people monkey arms. I agree. Have stick-like little arms jutting out right there. Oh, you're right. The other one is on his channel, isn't it? Yeah, he links this shit on his channel. Yeah, Nightmare. This is his main. Everyone go sub to him. Clips channel. Immo eating TV dinner at 342. Nightmaredamirxd plus. This dude, I wish he would focus on his studies and doing well in school, but maybe he has a future in like comedy or some shit. I don't know. He seems to really like Shriver. I love the graphic too. Like he's got what's presumably supposed to be social links, but there's no links on his shit. He's an underrated YouTuber just grinding away. God bless this man. This Brandon Schaub manager drama is hilarious. Oh, what are you talking about? Manager? I didn't even know about that. What are you talking about, Inverted 31? I don't know what you're talking about, pal. Is it something that's only on Twitter right now? Because there are no articles about it. Wonder if ILJ still sucks here? Probably. She reports me every month, so she's still here for sure. I don't know what you're talking about, pal. I don't see any manager drama. See him tweeting out his daughter's birthday cake. I see no manager drama, Inverted31. You'll have to send it to me on something. Let me know if you do. But, too dumb to find it myself, apparently. What else is there to talk about? I think the only other Dale-related issue to talk about was a gentleman who interestingly called me fat. Let's see if I can find it. Actually, it's on the alt channel. So if you guys remember when Dale went on his rant about me because Bilal Muhammad insulted him. You know, I had nothing to do. I don't know why he would rant about me. But there was this guy in the chat that I noticed. A long-time supporter named Grade the God. He's saying, please get that dude fired. As Dale rants about getting me fired because he's a broke bum and, you know, there's nothing worse than being unemployed. And he said something interesting towards the end. He said, I clearly consume nothing but grease and bacon fat. Called me a turkey neck. And basically called me fat over and over. And I was like, who the hell is this guy? Who's this gentleman calling me fat? If anything, I need to put on weight. So I looked up, who is this Dale supporter? And he's got his own thing going on. And we actually talked a little bit, and we came to a bit of an understanding. But I actually have a bit of a soft spot for this guy now. But this is his channel. And this is his Instagram and whatnot. But I saw, like, when I saw his channel, I was like, my friend, you got a higher body fat percentage on your body than I do. You're more muscular than I for sure, but my body fat percentage is probably like, I don't know, 16, 17. It's higher than it should be because I haven't been doing my cardio. But my guy here, obviously, you know, he's got me beat in terms of the body fat percentage category. So we actually went back and forth. Oh, he deleted it. Oh. He deleted it. He deleted his response to me. Interesting. So, I laughed at him for calling me overweight, and then, you know, again, I was in a bad mood last week, so I was like, I was eager to get ignorant with some Covenant members. But he was actually very cordial to me in DMs. And apparently he's still in the Army. He's still Reserve Army. And, well, I will say this, Mr. Grade the God, I'm not a big fan of this whole, like, using your cop uniform. Apparently he's, like, an active duty police officer right now and, a reservist in the Army at the moment. But what I will observe, my friend, is that if I were in the Army, or if I were still serving, and I saw you posting your uniforms on social media for this stupidity, I'd be reprimanding your ass. I never did and never will do that. That's the only thing I really want to say about you, Grade the God. Like, I actually think you're a decent guy, but, like, stop using your, and this is, again, all I'm saying is that the gentleman is fatter than I. He's definitely more muscular than I, but he's also fatter. So it didn't make sense for him to be calling me fat. And that's why I got into it with him. But all I'm saying is, Grade the God, I think you should just focus on doing what you want to do. Like, just do your content, but, like, stop using the cop uniform and the Army uniform. He's apparently big on TikTok, too. God bless him. He's got 8K on TikTok. It seems really easy to build shit on TikTok. I don't know about anything about it, but I'm like, you don't need to use your cop uniform. You don't need to use your Army uniform. To me, that's something I would have never done in serving. That's something I definitely discouraged my troop from ever doing when serving. I'll say that. It's not private Frost Nova. It's members only. Just because I didn't like it. Take care, Brittany Gates. Good to see you, buddy. He is a decently smart guy. He's a decently good guy, too. This Grade the guy, he's a decently good guy. And I'd actually like to have a conversation with him sometime, but I doubt he'll, you know, be willing to talk to me honestly. Because he does seem like a decent guy, and I don't understand why someone serving in my beloved Army is riding so hard for, you know, a guy who groomed a high schooler. That's the comment that he deleted, by the way, where he responded to me saying that, excuse me, I disapprove of a fellow veteran riding for someone that you're better than. Like, Mr. Gray the God, you are literally better than the man that you moderate for and donate money to and all that nonsense. Like, you're a better person than he is, and I don't understand why you follow him. You should be the leader, if anything. That's all I have to say, and I wish you well. And if you ever want to talk, I'd actually be interested. And I think that's about it on Dale Matters. I think I have very little else to talk about except for 2 things. And I'm willing to take your guys' suggestions, by the way. I saw Dick Masterson came back. I know there's a few Kiwis in the chat. Dick Masterson came back to menarbetterthanwomen.com. Do any of you guys remember this? Like, you guys wouldn't remember this shit if you weren't there. But this is from, like, way back in, like, 2007. Back before Dick was even, like, an internet personality. He just wrote a blog called menarbetterthanwomen.com. A very satirical blog, for the most part, where he was just, like, definitely a precursor to this whole red pill shit and, like, MGTOW and all this shit. Like, he was there before all that became a thing. And that's kind of why he was beloved. Well, let's play the original Dr. Phil clip. Yeah, I can.
There's nothing more liberating and freeing to a woman than chauvinism. A woman has no responsibilities because I don't expect her to get anything right. All women are whores.
They trade sex for money, they trade sex for cars. How is prostitution illegal, but alimony isn't? They're basically the same thing. You're paying for the whore to leave.
A penny saved is a woman fired.
This look was so much better for him, by the way.
Women should not be allowed to vote. It's ridiculous.
The bald head and the mustache and the aviators, that was so much better for him.
In their hearts that women cannot make decisions.
A woman would never vote for Hillary Clinton. She embarrassed herself by not pleasing her man, essentially. And women know it.
Oh, women are only good for having kids. Unfortunately, they're not very good at raising them. Hitler was raised by a single mother.
Men have created everything you see in the world.
Men invented electricity. Men invented cures for diseases. Every brick you see is
Yeah,
there because a man put it there.
The only thing women really do with their time is spend men's money. Men, this is what you look like to a woman. This is all they're after.
Women can't do math. They can't be organized. Can't lead a company. They can't take risks. They can't drive for crap.
You can't blame women for what they do wrong in the same way that you can't blame a dog for what it does wrong. It's your fault for not training it properly.
So it continues, and, like, he goes back and forth with the audience. He calls one audience member who calls him ugly, fat, and, like, she kind of loses her mind. But, well, no, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this guy was a precursor to Andrew Tate. This is 14 years ago. 14 years ago. I was a literal kid when this dude was doing this shit. And it's like, it's crazy to see him come back to this men are better than women shit. Obviously, he's grifting off other shit now. He's got his Patreon. God bless him. He's got, I don't know. He's kind of gone off the deep end on a lot of matters. And it's been disappointing. Because as a kid, I found this guy hilarious. I'm not going to lie. I found his website hilarious. Like, just look at the very website, right? Like, he's got some woman writing MABTW.com on her boobs. I think that's hilarious. I think that's awesome. And he's got the woman that he called fat or whatever as a GIF there. And the very feel of the website, it's very much that 2007 era. You said hair over no hair over long hair. Well, yeah, probably. Tate stole his shit. And after 13 years, he came back to this website, which is crazy to me. His last post was 2010. And yesterday he made a post 2023. That's insane. There are people in this stream chat right now who probably weren't alive the last time he made a post. But he goes off. He says that TERFs are bad and male to female transgenderism is good because it's a man deciding to do what he wants, and that's always the best thing. See, like, this shit is funny. I think that's why people liked him so much back then. The site is still live. It's been live the entire time. Yeah, he kept it up. He paid the bill for it. God bless him. This is something that could have never started in today's day and age. Never. But I do feel like his writing has decreased dramatically. He used to be a much funnier writer. And he says that all women need to lose 30 pounds. I suppose so. Eminem's Legacy, thank you so much for becoming a member, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it immensely. And that's really all there is to talk about. Who knows? It could be, maybe it'll be a renaissance for Mr. Masterson. As you know, the Dick Show is like everyone who becomes friends with Null, he eventually broke up with Null, and now they hate each other, and so now he hates Kiwi Farms. But we'll see what happens with Mr. Masterson. Maybe he'll go back to being the person that everyone loved and just a satirical, funny dude. Who knows? What else was there to talk about? This was another thing someone showed me right before the stream, and this one actually infuriated me. For those of you who don't know who Roald Dahl is, a legendary author, he was a fighter pilot in like the 30s, I believe. I've talked about him on the stream before, actually. Funny enough, because I do legitimately like him that much. You know, he was mostly a children's author. This is what he looked like at the time. British novelist, short story writer, poet, screenwriter, wartime fighter ace of Norwegian descent. Oh, his former handler? Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Inverted31. I hate it. You said he hates Kiwi Farms because Ralph hates Kiwi Farms. I think it's a little more complicated than that, but thank you again, Inverted31. Something really, really mind-bogglingly stupid happened. Really mind-bogglingly stupid happened. They're censoring his children's books. They're just straight up. I thought I had a better article ready. I apologize. But it blows my mind. I think I liked it on Twitter or some shit. Who knows? Yeah, right here. Look at the things that they changed from this century-old author. Like, this is honestly infuriating. Not even as a fan of Roald Dahl. And I do very much like Roald Dahl. But he says, don't be fool. The original quote, "Don't be foolish, my grandmother said. You can't go around pulling the hair of every lady you meet. Even if she is wearing gloves, just try it and see what happens." They changed it to because, besides, there are plenty of other reasons why women might wear wigs, and there is certainly nothing wrong with that. And it's like, Roald never wrote that. They're literally changing Roald's actual fucking writing in the name of, I don't know, I guess you would call it wokeness, but it's just... Can you guys imagine if you were an accomplished author or an accomplished artist of any form? Like, maybe you make videos, maybe you make graphic designs, I don't know. And you create something that lives past your own life, right? Like, people can read your books and experience your thoughts and experience the philosophy that you shared with the world, or even just hear your advice. Imagine that, and then like a century later, some blob with purple hair changes everything you wrote to be more accurate to what they feel and what they think is right in the world. It's a nightmare, man. Yeah, even Roald Dahl isn't safe, man. It's an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I know, Slick. Look what else they changed. Even if she's working as a cashier in a supermarket or typing letters for a business end. Well, you can't have a woman working a menial job. Even if she's working as a top scientist or running a business. It's so insipid. She went on olden day sailing ships with Joseph Conrad. She went to Africa with Ernest Hemingway and to India with Rudyard Kipling. And this one is actually the one that pisses me off. She went to 19th century estates with Jane Austen. She went to Africa with Ernest Hemingway and California with John Steinbeck. As far as I know, Dahl didn't even like Steinbeck. Dahl didn't even fucking like Steinbeck. Like, if you're changing someone's actual fucking writing, you should take his name off the damn book that you're publishing. Because this isn't Dahl's writing. You said, we're approaching an age where having old copies of books will be considered heresy, cause of moral relativism. Indeed, Lord of War. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. I couldn't agree more. It's just, yeah, it is an Orwellian nightmare. That's exactly what it is. I don't know, man. I love Dahl shit. One of the things that I've pointed out on this channel before was that as a kid, I loved this this line about ugliness, I believe it was. This is one of the most beautiful quotes. And they bastardized this quote as well. If a person has ugly thoughts, it's begin to show on their face. And when that person has ugly thoughts every day, every week, every year, that face gets uglier and uglier until you can hardly bear to look at it. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly, excuse me. I thought I turned that off, excuse me. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick. But if you have good thoughts, it will shine out of your face like sunbeams and you will always look lovely. And as a kid, I was like, you know what? That's true. That's true. Like, you see a physically attractive person and they behave in a reprehensible manner, I literally find them less attractive. You see a conventionally unattractive person, you know, being nice to people, spreading goodwill, and just genuinely trying to make the lives of other people better. Like, I find that person more physically attractive. But it's just like, I can't believe that not even this benign message is safe. It's infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. You said they're going to try to ban the Bible? Good luck with that, man. I'm going to make a woke King James version. Doc Glock says, you really hate this overcorrection people try to do with writing that isn't offensive to begin with. Doc Glock, you shouldn't be correcting writing, period. Like, the point of me writing a book or leaving a work behind is that is my work. And if you disagree with that work, you don't change it 100 years after. You refute it with your own work, right? Like, the idea of censorship is always the worst thing. And it's especially so when you're doing it to someone who's dead and can't even contest it, and then saying that that's what they said. Absolutely infuriating. Yeah, they took out the double chin. I believe they kept the quote right, but took out the double chin because you can't. God forbid we talk about fatness. But crooked mouth, a wonky nose, and stuck out teeth are fine. So that's how you know it was a fat person who did it. Old books are better than new ones because they're way more honest. Exactly. Well, pretentious pricks have useless nose rings, chubby and fat faces, and natural blue hair. That's what I'm saying. You know what's funny about what you just said, Slick? They could really use this quote. That's all I'm saying. They could really, instead of changing this quote, they should really internalize that quote. Madness. And Salman Rushdie, who, if you guys don't know, I actually think he's a terrible author, but for those of you that don't know, he wrote the Satanic Verses, which was an awful book, but it just barely insulted Islam, so he has an actual fatwa upon his head, courtesy of Iran, going on decades. And just last year, someone tried to assassinate, and he lost one eye and I believe control of one of his arms. So Salman Rushdie is quite famous, and for that reason. But obviously, he's also known as a figure very hardcore against censorship, despite being something of a half-wit himself. I'm not trying to insult the guy, but he's not. I can't stand his writing. I really can't stand Rushdie's writing. It's needlessly ostentatious. It's pretentious for the sake of being pretentious. That's what Rushdie's writing is. But yeah, Rushdie made a great commentary upon all this censorship, and I highly encourage anyone who's interested to read it. We're not going to read it together, but he's 100% spot on when he says, like, it's absolute asinine idiocy to outright change the books of dead authors because it doesn't conform with your your terrible morals. Twitch was one of your favorites as a kid? Yeah, Twitch was funny. There's a line where one of the characters would eat food from his beard. Yeah, it was disgusting. But that was the point. They were supposed to be disgusting weirdos. In that vein, I wanted to share with you guys something that I haven't started yet, but I'm going to. I've started a Substack. I just learned what the Substack is. And I'm going to try to write to there at least once a month. And this will probably be where I talk more about issues of this nature, right? Like, this will be where I comment on the more dastardly area of the fire burning, right? Like, the whole point of this channel is we watch the dumpster fire burn together, but sometimes the dumpster fire isn't even funny, right? Like, sometimes the fire escapes and just starts burning everything around you. And I think this is going to be where I vent about that. So if you guys are interested in all, please feel free to follow, but I just want to share that with you. What was the last thing? I think Inverted31 sent me something. Oh Lord, it's a video. He said journalist Schaub and his former handler. What was that? Yokai Advisor, thank you for becoming a member again, buddy. I appreciate that. Always appreciate you. Alright, so this is a submission from Inverted31. We'll watch this together. Oh, it's only a minute and 58. Now, those are the videos I like. You know me well. Oh, no worries, Yokai. I do not mind if you ever cancel. It's not gonna bother me whatsoever. I just appreciate you being here.
Brendan Schaub's former handler, Mark Harley, is on the ultimate revenge tour against Brendan Schaub. So last night he did an interview with the MMA holes, and in order to promote it, he went to the Fighter Naked subreddit and posted a thread leading them to Brendan Schaub's Twitter, in which he hacked his Twitter. So if you went to Brendan Schaub...
Oh, Brendan Schaub got hacked.
Twitter, he put, I can't talk, B, and then throw up the link promoting the interview with the MMA holes, and then added some other things, heard it both ways, B. Now, all these lasted about 25 minutes up on Brendan Schaub's Twitter before it finally got taken down. But how dumb is Brendan Schaub? You fired the guy who ran your social media, and you didn't change any of your passwords or anything. So Mark Harley just logged into Brendan Schaub's Twitter, tweeted out these things, pinned it, checked me on MMA holes, exposing him further. And Brendan Schaub, I wonder if he changed the passwords now, but how mad is Brendan Schaub? Not only did this guy do a Fighter and a Kid subreddit AMA, he continues to do interviews about Brendan Schaub exposing him and trashing him. He hacked your Twitter, dude, and promoted the interviews. Wow. This dude, Brendan Schaub, must do stuff to people behind the scenes that really make them hate him. Because why would anyone just do that to someone who just fired him from a job but had no animus towards? Hilarious, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you thought of Mark Harley.
That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. And a good word of warning to any of you aspiring content creators out there. Sam asks, did I private my past stream? No, I didn't stream for 2 weeks ago, and I made the last stream members only. Oh, shit. Yokai Advisor upgrading the membership. Thank you, buddy. You're too kind, man. Far too kind. Far too kind. Thank you. Sincerely. You want to be read. God bless you, man. God bless you. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. So it was a Brendan Schaub AMA. I can't believe how hated Brendan Schaub is. Like, what does he do behind closed doors? Ever played the game Super Gun 64, the Ethan Ralph game? No, I have not. I didn't even know that existed. Lord have mercy. 5,500 comments? No worries, Sam. I might like try to put that stream on Odyssey or something, but the only content I make members only is like the content I hate, the content I feel that is shit, even worse than my normal shit. And I'm like, rather than just deleting this shit outright, I'll let the people who, for whatever reason, like me enough to be members have the opportunity to view it. So that's my philosophy with the members only shit. Craig says, you were an MMA holes fan years ago when they'd say racial slurs and the guys were married to someone else. Craig, I noticed you have a single variant analysis of whether you like someone, being whether they say racial slurs. Supergun 64 is hilarious. I'll look it up. We'll return to that real quick.
My name is Ethan.
Fuck off!
Lord have mercy. I'm good. Yeah, so apparently what happened, Yokai Advisor, was this is a viewer submission. Someone super chatted from it. Thank you, Inverted31. Brendan Schaub has been beefing with these guys for the longest. Brendan Schaub, longtime fighter, longtime UFC fighter. Everyone hates Brendan Schaub. He dick rides Joe Rogan all the time. God bless him. And I guess these guys hate him as well. They did an AMA and they hacked his own Twitter to promote their AMA. Well, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that sincerely, buddy. Much love. My thoughts on MMA fighters' skill and trash talking. I think the fact that MMA fighters have to trash talk to promote themselves is really sad because, Dana White, the UFC, Bellator too, you know, they are literal promotions, right? It's Dana White's job to promote the fighter. And when you get rid of the greatest fighter of all time in Demetrius Johnson because he didn't trash talk enough to build his fights up, you're a terrible promotion. Flatly. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane stuff, Yokai Advisor. I think this is a massive rabbit hole that's been a week long, been dug for over a week. I don't think I'm gonna be able to really sift through what's what, but they're talking about Brendan here. They said Brendan gave the dog Tank back to the breeder. His wife had said ahead of time, "Don't do this. I'm dead serious. Don't bring another huge dog home." She was not happy. He was about to surprise her, and Tiger spilled the beans. He said, "Dad said I can't," but I said, "Why?" Brendan actually had the nerve to blame his kid for ruining his little setup. Brendan Schaub's a weirdo. I imagine that he earned all of this the hard way. He said MMA is going to become WWE. It's sad. It's sad, but you're right. You're right. Dude, Pence, we discussed Dale for like an hour, dude. I know he streamed about me like 4 days in a row. I couldn't care less. Like he's obsessed. He's obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. But interesting stuff. Thank you, Inverted31. I think the last submission was Maximus asking me about my thoughts on the Ohio development. And dude, I saw some WebMs of that Ohio development that you couldn't pay me to go there right now. Listen to this real quick. Is there any... Thought I was like 20? Me? You talking to me, Jay Pluto? I'm old. I'm ancient. I don't know what you're talking about.
Before we get to what the fixes are and look a little bit closer at this company, I want to ask you, would you drink the water in East Palestine? And do you think the officials there who are saying it's safe, they should drink the water too to show the residents that they would drink it?
Well, I think they are. I mean, I talked to the mayor. The mayor said definitively, emphatically, that people can drink the water. The mayor's, I don't think the mayor has small kids.
Did I see any new movies? I did not. I really don't watch movies like that. I apologize. I think this week I might actually play some video games for the first time in like a year. I'll probably play Final Fantasy VII. And actually, I think maybe Wednesday or so, I'm going to stream Typing of the Dead because Slayer donated it to the stream. So I'll play that on stream. I tested it out and I made sure everything works right.
A little older to me.
And it's definitely a fun little game.
About bathing his kids, but he has said he would drink this water.
Right, but to show the residents who are so skeptical.
They only requested FEMA aid after a white national group traveled there and confronted their federal representative. Insane. You said the place had a massive chemical-related disaster, had some air... Well, yeah. Am I going to try Tekken? I've tried it before. Fighting games aren't for me, man. You've got people who have dedicated their lives to it. What's the point of me trying to get into it? There's still no cleanup there, too. It's just... Yeah, it is. I saw, like...
Well, I think he probably is.
He didn't answer about drinking the water himself, by the way.
Yeah, I think he probably is.
Yeah, I agree, Foolish.
I do think, though, as I said, when you hear all this stuff about stock buybacks and they're underinvesting, as you say, in rail safety, the tracks themselves and the cars, but when it really hits you, as I was at the home of Christina Fergus, I spoke at length to the fire chief, Chief Drabel. I then was at the home of Christine
Appreciate
Fergus,
you, sir.
who invited us in. She fled her home, and then she came back to meet us there, but she's not living back there. She's skeptical, as she has a right to be, but the pain and anguish in her face, she lives with a color.
Yeah, a huge environmental disaster that they scarcely even responded to. It took them a week to respond to. You saw what Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation, said? He was like, yeah, well, we have like 300 trains that get derailed every year. Or it might have even been worse. And people were like, you realize that's worse, right? Inverted31 said, I think I'll enjoy gaming again. I doubt it. It's something I could only do like once a year, really.
Her, who is ill, and she's not ready to go back. And you think about just the
Yeah, I wish I saved the WebM, but I saw that. I don't know, maybe we could find it on Twitter. It's dangerous to search on Twitter, man, live like that. Hold up. I doubt we'll be able to find it. Oh, found it. Look at this shit. Look at the way the chemicals rise to the top, dude.
Look at all that.
Look at it.
It's all in the bottom of the creek bed.
And they're saying that shit's safe to drink. This is terrible.
Now look at it.
And it's like these people wonder why no one trusts the government. Well, Pence, if you're talking about that law about what type of battery can be used for certain trains, I don't think that law actually applied to the train in question.
But they burned all the chemicals off of there, right?
That's what I heard, yeah.
Maybe off the top.
The toxic cloud is... I thought that dissipated, Max. I thought that shit dissipated. These guys are gonna have actual, like, mutation.
And be this color.
Oh, this is... Well, I have seen that before from gasoline, actually. But, yeah, I've been following this for about 2 weeks now, or since it first happened. I actually saw it first from, like, what's his face, Joker Bachelor, actually. And the fact that no one was talking about it, except for, like, you know, righty-whities like Tucker Carlson, just insane. Said everything with the government is about saving face and making people not blame these people in power for what's happening. And it's tragic. Isn't it foolish, right? Because you'd like to believe that competence can rise to the top, but it's just like the government has incentive to be incompetent. That's why the DMV sucks. What's up, Big Nasty? Good to see you, buddy. Never expected you to drop in. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. It is falling apart.
Country, a giant chemical fireball, 100-foot flames, and very few people asking questions about what led up to this. So there was a derailment in 2012 in New Jersey.
Releasing
you might very well be right, Pants Sponsor.
chemicals and noxious gas into the air.
There's children in the town that are being affected by this.
And there was pressure on regulators to do something about those kinds of trains. And so the Obama administration had a rule proposed to better regulate these trains. The national...
Yeah, I think that's a bit of propaganda right there. Sorry about that. Of course. Suppose I should vet these things before I watch it. I apologize for that, boys. But if you are in Ohio, if you are in the northeast area of the United States, or even the southeast area of Canada now, so there was a forced evacuation for a few days. You live a half hour away from there? Oh my God, Captain Falcon, how are things going over there, man? Are you okay? Like, is the water okay? I saw that the Daily Wire actually sent reporters on the ground there, and like they immediately had illness symptoms. I mean, I guess that could be a placebo effect or self-fulfilling prophecy, but still. The only decent mainstream media figure I know. He's not perfect, but he's all right. He can be okay. So water's fine in your area? You're by Pittsburgh? Yeah. I need to stop searching live on Twitter because you never know if porn is going to pop up and I'll have to kill the stream.
I'm not here to... Something's happening. Come on.
Yeah. Bet your bottle of water is shooting up.
Something's happening. I'm not here to, like, be a conspiracy theorist or anything.
Well, let me ask you a question.
What?
Let me ask you a question, Doc Lock. Why on earth is Pete Buttigieg the transportation secretary? What credentials does he have to that position? He should not be anywhere near transportation. He was garbage at it when he wasn't managing the actual nation. Can adult media get past the filter settings? Sometimes, yeah. I guess I probably have my filter disabled, though.
This, like... This ain't H2O. This H2 plus something. I mean, why is it like...
That law you're talking about, I think I saw something about that law. I thought I liked it, but I guess I didn't. I try to use my likes to like bookmark shit, but it never quite works out the way I thought it would. Government works in a failing upwards type of deal, indeed. I don't know, man. I saw that the train in question that law didn't pertain to, but I can't find it now. But so I suppose I shouldn't even be saying that if I can't find a refutation. But I don't know. It's just very suspect to me that the moment the train derails, they immediately say, "Nah, it's just all the previous administration's fault." That's just very very suspect to me, Pants Monster. And I have a hard time believing that the people who have been out of power for 3 years, like, listen, man, Democrats had, sorry, not to get so political, but Democrats had House, Democrats had Senate, and Democrats had, obviously, the executive for 2 years straight now. They could have repealed every single law Trump made or reversed every single repeal Trump made. So I don't see how they don't bear the majority of the responsibility. It's just like when Trump got in office, he had all three chambers as well, but he did nothing with it. But Biden definitely did more than Trump. But I shouldn't even be talking. I shouldn't be shit-talking the commander-in-chief. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know, boys. I think that's about all I got. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about, do let me know. But I think I'm gonna head out. So they are all pedos. They don't care. Dude, I could go on for hours about a certain 50-year-old son of the president that we all pretend is a child, but I tried not to shit talk the commander-in-chief so brazenly. Well, where you're speaking specifically to Trump, claiming that he's combating the laws that he passed. Yeah. Anyone who thinks Trump is winning in 2024, by the way, is dead wrong. Dead wrong. That's never happening. Do I think the vaccine is the next evolution of humans? No, I think they're a lot less effective than we were told they were, though, aren't they? Thank you, Lord of War. I appreciate that too. I'm not a legend. Thank you, though, Sam. Appreciate you, Larvitar the Beast. Appreciate you, Captain Falcon, Chroma, Inverted 31. Yeah, this stream will be public. It's demonetized too, so I probably said a few words that I shouldn't have. My apologies. Good to see you, Chronicle Studios. I appreciate you super chatting too. I'd go through the super chats and thank everyone again, but my activity feed on OBS keeps messing up, so I can't see them. I apologize. But thank you guys. I'm out. Guess we could go on a walk, huh? Unless you're too tired from the last walk. You look... This guy on the bed is just dead behind me, just poops because we went on like a 40-minute walk before the stream, so he's not even excited by that word right now. Take care, Sleepless. Steph, if he couldn't win as the incumbent against a geriatric, he's not going to win in 2024. Take care, boys.